Hello Virgo, and welcome to your April 2019 reading. I do apologize for any background noise. I have my windows up just to let a little bit of sunshine in. Also, I want to briefly mention I do also apologize for this setup. I am in the middle of relocating, so I'm doing the best that I can, but I wanted to make sure that I got your messages out in a timely manner. I do feel that many of you are going to be receiving some type of communication this month. I feel that this is coming in. I don't necessarily feel that it's you contacting someone else. I feel this is energy coming in. And with a lot of people, I keep getting, it seems that many people are feeling aggressive at this time. Aggressive, short-tempered, erring on the side of kind of hostile, okay? And a lot of issues are resurfacing to be dealt with. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm seeing. And any type of deception that has gone on, I feel that those things are coming to the surface and they're coming up to be dealt with, okay? So I'm seeing that all across the board. I do feel that you guys are trying to do things above board. I feel that you are wanting to, some of you, there's someone that you're trying to cut out of your life. It may be more than one person, but I feel that you may be blocking someone, or it's like they're blocking you. You know, all readings can go vice versa, but I feel that this is mainly you're getting rid of people in your life. That's what I'm getting, okay? And I feel that it's so that you can focus more on prosperity and growth. Anyone who doesn't share the same mindset as you do, the same core values, the same goals, the same dreams, those types of things, it's like you're searching for like-minded people. So you may be joining specific groups. It's like you're just, some of you have felt very out of place, lacking that true connection with someone, whether it's romantic or friendships, it doesn't matter. It just seems like you're wanting to be around like-minded people. And I feel some of you may be joining groups, seeking out groups of like-minded people that share the same interest. And I do think that that's going to be something that is going to work out quite nicely. So here is death. As I said, there are certain relationships that are ending. And there are a lot of changes taking place here. You guys are very much wanting to better yourselves. And for some of you, this is in regards to higher learning, education. Others of you, I feel that there may be a family member here where it's like this family member is giving you a hard time, okay? And you may be trying to figure out, well, how do I cut this person off? Because that's really difficult to do when it's family. It's difficult to do with anyone, but when it's family, it's even more challenging. So I do feel that for some of you. And I also feel like you're thinking, when are my crops coming in? When is my time to shine? For example, some of you may have gone to school to pursue a certain, like a certain focus. And I feel that you may be finished and you may be saying, well, there's not that much demand in that area. If I had have known what I know now, I would have done things differently. So you may be going back to school to pursue something different, because I feel that something may have fallen through here. When we have this Eight of Pentacles in the reverse position, it's like something is not working out the way you had hoped it to. So I feel that, something has fallen through that you were working on. And it's kind of like you're back at square one, back to the drawing board. And you're trying to navigate your life and, move forward in a different direction. And in order to do that, as I said, certain chapters of your life have to close. Many of you are anyone that you can't trust, anyone who is not consistent, not reliable, someone that you just cannot depend on, or you just cannot trust. I feel that you're just, you're getting rid of those people. Yeah. So someone is lurking here. This is like, an outsider looking in, right? And again, this is most often family. It does not have to be. If you are married with children, for example, someone may be envious of you. It's like an outsider looking in. That's what I'm getting here. And I feel that someone is hiding. It's like they're hiding their feelings of resentment. Okay. Someone could be trying to infiltrate your relationship. So definitely, be aware of that. It's like someone is wanting to take something from you. And this does represent feeling quite combative. Being willing to put up a fight. So I don't feel like you're going to be backing down. Here we have showing up an air sign. This would be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. This is typically someone who, tries to do things above board. It is typically someone who has integrity. Someone who is very noble. And I'm feeling that this is like the energy that you're taking on at this time. And you are wanting to... You're wanting to grow. Overall, you guys are wanting prosperity and abundance. We also have here showing up a fire sign. This would be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. It does not have to be, but this is someone who is very determined, very motivated, oftentimes very career driven. So for some of you, there's two people that you're dealing with here. I'm going to clarify this moon because I want to know more about this, but it feels like someone is lying through their teeth, and it may be about small things that don't even really matter. It just seems like there's a lot of deception. Some of you, you're involved with someone and they have a family, or, like you have a family. Someone may be in a custody battle for a small percentage of you, but I am definitely getting this jealousy. I feel like someone is jealous of your looks for some of you guys. Okay. Yeah, so this is closure. Closing out of a life cycle. So someone may have told you that a relationship was over when it wasn't, for a small percentage of you. And oftentimes this can indicate actually, being married. So here we did just have the Empress come out. As I just said, for some of you, you're involved with someone who's married. Or you could possibly be married. Okay. That is what's going on here for some of you guys. Also, this very often indicates a situation with children. And, it's a good state to be in. This is someone who is comfortable, confident, attractive, trying to manifest. There's prosperity and growth here. But in order to achieve this state, something has got to go. I feel like something has got to go. As I said from the beginning, anyone who's not been above board with you, anyone who has been deceptive or sneaky, sweeping things under the rug, I feel like you're closing those people out of your life in order to achieve this state here where, you're feeling good. I feel that, any type of negativity, you're not wanting that in your life. You're not wanting that in your life anymore. Some of you, this could definitely be an argument with a mother, or, a mother-in-law. I am getting that for some, especially if there are children involved. Having the Page of Swords and the King of Swords, this can be where it's a co-parenting situation, and one parent may be seeing someone else, and I feel as though the parent that's seeing someone else, it's like the family is having a difficult time accepting this change, okay? And that's what I'm feeling. The family, they may be treating this person as if they're an outsider. It's like sometimes, when family gets very used to, people being together for a long time, especially when there are children involved or when it's an actual marriage or long-term commitment. Sometimes after that separation, it is hard for people to adjust and adapt because they don't feel the same way that you do, So I feel like this is something that's going to take a little bit of time. I definitely feel that way. Some of you are in new relationships, but you're keeping it hidden from the family because you're not wanting any backlash. It is very much like, especially if you come from a family where social conformity means everything, looks mean everything. It's like someone is not agreeing with your choices in partner or your choices in life. For example, if you're divorcing or separating, due to any type of deception, I feel that, where it may be in your best interest to do so, it's like, again, it's very hard for the family. I feel like you guys are struggling with family. I'm going to clarify this a little bit further. You may have a family member that is jealous, but some of you, this is like an ex-partner where you've moved on, and it's like they stay in touch with the family, and that's making it increasingly difficult for you to move forward. So we do have here the Nine of Wands. Again, this indicates blocking someone. Okay, this is blocking someone, cutting someone off because you do not trust them, feeling like you battle wounds, right? And it was your clarifier for the Hierophant. So as I said, for some of you, this is a family member, where it's like you're having to get them out of your life because they're negative, because you can't trust them. You're wanting growth, prosperity, maturity. It's like you're wanting to start a whole new chapter, a whole new life. And anyone who is not supportive of you doing that, it's like you can't let them make your life decisions for you. I feel that strong, I'm going to do what makes me happy. So that is a major theme in this reading, where you want to do what makes you happy. And you're tired of having to walk on eggshells to please other people, whether they're family or not. Okay, so whether this is your actual family or whether, you have children with someone, it's like you're tired of, putting on the look, putting on the show, putting on the act. Sometimes when things aren't working out, they just aren't working out. People genuinely never know what happens behind closed doors. So I feel that you're making decisions to bring yourself happiness. Yeah, you're ready to move forward, Virgos. And I do feel this is going to be a more positive. Yeah, so it's saying here, take your time. Try to keep your patience. Try to keep your cool. Try to stay cool, calm, and collected here. And it's like, over time, things will change. Over time, people will adapt. You may be experiencing a little bit of resistance now. And yes, this may be giving you cold feet. This is like testing the waters. But over time, this is something that will eventually balance out, okay? So even though things are a little bit combative right now, people may be combative, giving you a hard time, trying to provoke you. I feel like over time, this is something that is going to subside. Especially if there are children involved. Over time, they will see, a happy, healthy parent is a happy, healthy child, right? Because sometimes staying in relationships for the children actually just teaches them dysfunction. It just depends on the relationship. Some of you may be seeking counselors, family counseling, that type of thing. Again, all family focused. And you have 2 tens here. So as I said, endings. Ending of a situation so that you can begin something new. And this is a very beautiful, the progression here. The progression. So it's like this is your end goal. This is your end goal. You know, the family unit. The happy family unit. I feel like the main focus is happiness. Some of you have been in a relationship for quite some time where you haven't been happy. Also, you do have an offer being made here. Be very careful with your finances, loaning someone finances, anything like that. Because I feel that, you know, someone may have their hand out. And, you know, with this Seven of Swords right here, just, you know, be very careful. Yeah. So there's a situation of conflict here. It's like if you do let someone borrow any money, I feel that it's not coming back. You may feel like someone has swindled you in some type of way. Others of you, as I said from the beginning, this is competition. Competitive work, competitive schooling for a certain position. Okay? So I'm definitely getting that. You know, and it's a tough spot when you can't trust your own family. You know, it is. Especially if you come from, you know, like if someone has passed away, for example, I feel that there's a conflict over division of assets. That's definitely something to watch out for as well. There may be arguments over money. I feel like it's very important to, you know, stay on your P's and Q's, so to speak. Because it's like someone is wanting what you have, whether they're family or not. So someone is wanting what you have. Yeah, and again, we have fire sign Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So we have the 2 air and the 2 fire. Typically, to me, that does indicate family. Some of you may have 2 child's fathers or 2 child's mothers. I feel that, like, you may have 2 children, you know, by different parents. And there may be conflict among that situation. Some of you are trying to combine a household. And I feel like, as I said, eventually things will smooth themselves out. But it's like there's a battle with a family member here. So this is often about reconciliation, you know, starting all over. It is someone who is very curious. And this is like, you know, do we want to reconcile? Do we want to make amends? Do we want to work on the relationship? So some of you, someone is trying to, like, repair the relationship after a time period of deception, a time period of, you know, hiding things from you, sneaking around behind your back, those kind of things. And you're unsure. It's like there's a struggle going on within yourself where you don't know if you want to work things out or not. I feel like you're in 2 minds about it. You know, on the one hand, you know, we're family. But on the other hand, it's like this may need to end for the best interest of myself. So I do feel that there are decisions here that need to be made. And over time, yeah, again, it's like you are focused on your happiness and you're going to do what makes you happy. And if there are kids involved, you know, as I said, it's like what makes the children happy. Some of you, there's a toss-up, like, you know, well, this may make reconciling may make the children happy, but all in all, in the end, is that going to produce the best outcome, okay? Like, will I be happy? So I feel like there's a lot of thinking. There's a lot of pondering. You're very much thinking about the future. You don't know. If you do accept a reconciliation during this time, you know, unfortunately, I feel that this person is going to deceive you all over again. That is what this is indicating to me. It is that someone is going to deceive you once again. And I feel like you're going to be thinking, you know, I'm back at square one. I should have known better. So it seems that a lot of you are moving forward. And again, you're trying to do things above board. And I feel that you're thinking, all I ask is that you do things above board with me also. Yeah, so here we have someone, this would be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This typically indicates, feeling a little bit melancholy, feeling a little bit down and out. And it is someone who can, very often play the victim. So be careful not to let anyone play on your heartstrings. I feel more so like this is coming from this situation here, the person you're having the power struggle with, which, like I said, I feel like that is a family member. But be very careful of this. It's like someone is sucking away at your happiness. So someone is depleting your life force, so to speak. So I feel it's very much time to focus on yourself and your prosperity and your growth. And sometimes we have to throw in the towel and start all over. Sometimes that happens. Because I feel that some of you are like, I can't believe this. I can't believe I invested and this is not working out. And, this is unraveling. And, it's like this is where you built something up. And, it's like it's coming down. So... But, better for it to happen now than later. I do keep getting that. Like some of you, you may have been engaged to this person, and you may have been right there, ready to solidify things. And then I feel that you may have found out, you uncovered some truth, and you may have, exited the relationship. Okay? So this is about divine timing. And again, stay cool, calm, and collected. And things will work themselves out, okay? So I will see you guys again in the month of May.